I am live. And as you can tell, I still have a cold. But I had to come on and talk about what's going on all around right now. It's like everything's coming to a crescendo of absolute madness. I saw The Joker last night. Excellent movie. And I can see why the military or whatever put out a warning that it would like trigger incels or something like that. But it's basically it really nails it right on the button how how our society turns out monsters. And the Joker, who we all know who the Joker is, so I'm not spoiling anything, but he basically was a good little mama's boy who was lied to his entire life, and that wanted to be a clown and wanted to make people laugh and be happy in a world full of scumbags and tragedy and pieces of and just pieces of garbage all around. Where everybody treats each other horribly and nobody cares about anybody, and the government just sets up these programs to trap you basically, that are supposed to be for help, but they just trap you, and you're just in an endless circle of going to some therapist every week who doesn't solve any of your problems. Hello, Terminator. What's up, Jorn Verschoor? So where do I begin? One of my best friends, who I've been talking about for a while. Let me bring you up to speed. Like, I want to say in the spring we went fishing. No, I want to say last summer we went fishing, and a girl came along and started talking to us out of nowhere, and then hung out with us, and then I went to work, and her and my friend left, and then next thing I knew, they were shacking up together, and I barely saw my friend anymore. Okay, so now fast forward through them living together for about a year, and having to get new apartments because of drama, and her getting drunk and driving into the house with a car, and that making the landlord mad. Hold up one second. So I'm making a I had something in the toaster oven. So anyway, so now he's having a baby with her, and he's doing everything he can to stay in that kid's life, even though it's not born yet. It's due like today, maybe tomorrow. It should be coming. He is homeless right now because her mother flew up. This is a so-called non-feminist conservative girl whose father is like a Trump supporter type, supposedly. And they're already, so this is conservatives now, not liberals. He has done nothing, and he already has a restraining order on him temporarily. He can't go in his house. And he's probably not going to be there for the birth of his child, just like I was not able to be there for the birth of my child or my children, my two children. So, and that's not the double horns for all you conspiratorial people. That's two twins that I have. So, my point being is, he's over here now. He's sleeping in the back of his truck. I told him I'll make a space. I got like a homeless I got like a homeless men's shelter going on here, even though I have no government funding. Maybe I should start having a PayPal link because I'm helping guys get off the street. So basically, he's already got a restraining order on him, and he's already going to court. He has which doesn't look good because he just got a warrant dropped and all this stuff for assault and battery on a pregnant woman, his girlfriend's, and he's got to show up for court for that in November, I think. So this now makes it look even worse. And the reason he has the restraining order on him is because he wouldn't go around his girlfriend. The exact opposite reason that you're supposed to get restraining orders for, and you police signed it. You signed the restraining order. So listen to this, young men who are thinking about having children. She was calling him on the phone, baiting him to the house with her mother. And he was like, I don't know if it's safe for me there. I don't want to go there. I'm afraid you guys will draw me into an argument and find some reason to call the police on me again. So she got mad that he wouldn't come around. Then he got a text saying, you're not going to see your daughter because the women are kidnappers now. and she got a temporary restraining order on him where he can only show up police to get his stuff out until she moves out. She's probably going to fly back to fucking Alabama or wherever with his kid. I'm laughing because if I don't laugh, I will cry. So he's going through, I'm watching him look like me, and now I'm like him. I'm like, yeah, no doubt. No, I know, right? Yep. Yeah. And he's like, and I don't know, no. And I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I don't know. I did everything I got. I'm not doing anything wrong. And I have a restraining order on me. And I'm like, yep. I'm like, yep. So it gets worse. So that proves, okay, the same girl, wait, first let me say this before I go on to the next horror story. So the girl that is doing this to him, she recently flipped out and the cops threw her in the back of a cruiser and hit her with a nightstick. So as I always say, the police can beat the hell out of your girlfriend, but if you even defend yourself from her, you'll go to jail. So the same girl that the police dropped, they charged her with assault. She was charged with assault and battery on a police officer, and they dropped all charges. Why? Because she has a vagina. So to make it worse, his best friend, a guy that I also know, and seems like a decent guy, who's been effed over by every single woman he's ever been with, is in Jones now, or committed, sectioned. He's sectioned. Why is he sectioned? This is proof that you do not get help from these therapists, because like 75% of the psychiatric industry is women now. He was feeling depressed, called his mother, said he was going to kill himself, and went out into the woods with a rope. She talked him out of it and talked him into going and seeing a therapist. So he went down and saw a therapist, didn't like what she had to say, got up, probably felt she wasn't taking him seriously, wasn't helping him in any way, got up, walked out of the meeting. She called the police and sectioned him and had him stuffed in Jones. So now he's like strapped to a table or a bed or something for like a week. I'm telling you, man, this is the type of stuff that happens. You have no idea. This is the type of stuff that if you have any friends in your life, I don't know how you don't know the same type of shit is going on. So if that's not enough, and this was probably in the paper, I'm going to look it up. Another guy that I told you about, I don't know, a year ago, when my friend Joe was coming around, the same dude I told you about now, who's like probably going to go to jail, probably could go to jail, could lose his guns, everything. Oh, and his mother is now all about men's rights. So that's when you're about men's rights, ladies, when your son's in jail for false allegations, and the police that beat her up are signing restraining orders against your son. That's when it's time to get into men's rights, huh, ladies? So now another guy I told you about a year ago, who's and you can probably find it in the video, his girlfriend just basically said, I want to sleep around, I want to get effed by other dudes and women, and I'm taking your kid and the kid that you thought was your kid, but it's not your kid. So this guy raised the kid that wasn't his for a while, then had a kid with her, then found out the kid that he thought his wasn't his, and in the same conversation was told, I'm taking both the kids that you love because I want more DICKSs in my vagina. That's the only reason she said right. Why? Not because you did anything wrong or this and that. I want to sleep around, and I'm taking, and the courts let her. Instead of sectioning her and putting her in Jones for being a absolute psychopathic whore, they let her take both the kids. So what did she do? I'm not done yet. She made pot brownies with her new boyfriend and left them out. And the baby ate the toddler ate the entire batch of brownies and was in a coma for 2 days. So did they give his kids back to him? Nope. The kids are in foster care. And that's why I believe that they're kidnapping children. So the kid was on life support for 2 days. And now the father just gets nothing. He doesn't get default custody of his own child they adopted out into foster care. Yes, right, Jody. Come move to America. Come move to America. I dare you. You'll be trying to get out of here in 3 years. You'll be trying to get the hell out of here. We are in Berlin, Germany, and they're not putting us in lines and making you choose between your kids. They've taught the women to just take the kids, and then in the women's care they can just do whatever they want to the kids because the kids don't care, or the women don't care, as long as they got food and to suck and you know what I mean, and a roof over their head. So come move to America. I dare you. Come on, Mexicans. Come on up here. You want to come here? In 2 generations, your kids will be they'll be kidnapping your kids and raping them in foster care. Give all your friends that want to come here from Mexico, give them my videos. So I just wanted to come in here and talk about it. Here's some fun stuff to break up the negativity. I'm making a new t-shirt. I did this for college. I don't even think I have to tell you all who that is, but that's a picture I did in college for an assignment. It took me like a night, but it was still very hard work. It's just I'm a pretty good artist, so I tore it off